Hello everyone, welcome back to a Buddyfight discussion video. I am with...
Ryan, hello.
So Brian, Buddyfight Ace so far has been interesting.
Yep, yes it has. I have to say.
What else is there to talk about? Yuga is still being an overpowered protagonist just like his father, and the best friend has been predicted to be the villain. What a great plot line.
Yeah, like no one could ever see this coming. But first off, let's get one thing straight here. How is it that in the episode that actually in the latest episode, how people how I'm sorry, but how much respect Rama has been getting?
What do you mean respect? There was a ton of disrespect.
I said disrespect.
Oh, I thought I heard respect. But even so, the entire episode, in my opinion, is so far one of the worst ones I've seen from Buddyfight Ace. And this is in my opinion. Just because of how much disrespect Ranma was shown to. Let me move on to the next one. Damn it. I didn't do... Okay. I think I either went too far back. Okay, there we go. In the next photo, you see like 6 pictures. And it talks about... In the first 3, it talks about Rama's wanting a buddy. The first
Buddy obsession.
yeah, the first one I find it interesting how it does a lot of foreshadowing because apparently he's gonna be the villain and his buddy's already been shown, and it says even more amazing than Gar, and so far that buddy is already pretty broken.
And that's true, and that's also true. And the next side, we see him openly state, you know, it was a joke, that if Yuga wants to lose, he would give Garga to him to be his buddy.
And then the end, he did win, and they didn't actually do it, but it actually does show that he really does want a buddy, and this could have been his chance to get it. But he is respectful to his friend Yuga. And then when you see in the bottom 3, the fourth one shows that after their buddy fight, he feels like he wants to spend time alone after his loss because he knows he won't have a buddy just like Yuga is. Or what do you think?
I think I think Bushiroad has started something like they haven't done before. Actually put us, like, for all we know, all the main characters we know from the previous Buddy Fight seasons all had one thing in common, buddies. But now we have a character who's not support, who we get to see like develop into someone who not only will eventually get a buddy, but also appreciate what's the word for that? I'm not sure, but help me out here.
I don't know. Or value because I still question him being the villain just so how overall their friendship is. Like if you see the last 2 pictures, um Hana 2.0, we're gonna call him Hana 2.0 because he just looks like her. Uh, and Yuga, Guard, and oh my god, I think I forgot his name. What's his name again? Rata?
Fun.
Rata, right?
I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Those 3 have been pretty close ever since they were young, and in the last picture, they have a promise to be best friends. So it just hurts to see how it becomes like a Naruto thing. Like at the close to the end of Shippuden, the fate went down between Sasuke and Naruto, and they were friends. Sasuke broke their bond, and then they had to fight to the end. I just don't really like seeing this between these two because it also affects their channel too, and I also question how that's gonna go.
So it's a bit cliche, is what you're saying.
A bit, but I don't like it in the sense of how Rama is being used as. Because Rama, so far, even though he's a support character, he's a pretty good support character, and he seems to be a pretty good, but a better buddy fighter than most of those have we seen. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I found the next few clips I find in episode 6 to Buddy Fight to be bad were Rama's selfish moments. It felt like more like when a person does hard work and they're doing their best, and then someone comes in to help them, and they train that person to become the best, and then in the end, the person that was trained does so much better than the trainer, that the trainer starts being kind of selfish and jealous of the trainee.
Well, in a sense, that has to be expected. Like the person you help, like top, and like they just leave you behind. No, not intentionally with Yuga's case, but it's pretty normal for Rama to feel this way.
It's understandable too, but I just really don't like it, especially in this episode when we're supposed to feel so much emotion towards him, and he has these selfish moments.
What can you really call it selfish moments if it's him being alone with his inner thoughts?
That is true. His family isn't really around, and he doesn't have a buddy, but I just didn't like these little moments of his. Uh, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Alright, so this picture right here, this one on the far right is complete selfishness, in my opinion. He says, "What? That's it? I'm totally being ignored." No, I find that completely selfish because there were 3 other buddy fighters not even touched upon. We're not going to talk about the Danger Role player because he's already out, but there's still 3 other fighters not even touched upon. So him saying this completely is selfish.
Well, generally because we haven't seen them fight yet.
I get that Bushiroad is still trying to hide the other 3 from us, but still, I find this a bit selfish. Then coming to the ones on the left, going from bottom to top, I understand where he's going through with this because it's like when you work extremely hard and then someone else comes in and takes over, gets more glory than you do, even though you've done it for a longer time. I understand the expression in his face in the top picture because it's like he's not being recognized for what he does, which he actually does a lot more than Yuga does because Yuga just entertains while Rata actually does most of the editing and stuff. It's a common thing in YouTube, and I like seeing their connection to real life stuff.
Yeah, you don't see much of that in card game animes like this. Like Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Not in Buddyfight. Not in Buddyfight, I believe. Buddyfight doesn't really show it as much, but Vanguard does have it when like you go to shops and you buy packs and stuff. Buddyfight Ace has been getting that Vanguard feel to it, where it's not only showing normal kids doing normal things, but it's also showing how some real life interaction goes within the side of YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. I have to agree on that.
Alright, ready to move on?
Yep.
Okay. Rata's these next 5 pictures. I like that no matter how much Rata was roasted on not having a buddy, he still did so well in this episode. Like, we know he doesn't have a buddy. We're supposed to support him while he doesn't have a buddy. But it still upset me when it went over to the fact that he says, even without a buddy, Yuga is the same as him, but stronger. Okay, I will agree upon that, but later on in the line, they're still buddy fighters, and they do learn from each other. So it's not like Yuga overall is a bad buddy fighter. He's just protagonist.
And yeah, and he's got plot armor, like with that car he just got from that pack, conveniently.
Everyone's also complaining that Rata should get all the good Crimson cards, because Bushiroad never gives them to him. He just keeps getting the same cards.
Yeah. No, I got nothing to say about that. You got Bushiroad.
Alright, moving on?
Yep.
This one.
Oh, I like this one, especially here.
Ino needs to calm down. So far, from what I've heard, she seems a bit unnecessary because most of the fights have been Yuga-related, and all the Yuga-related fights seem to be recorded by Rata, so it's like, her being here seems completely unnecessary. And this comment,
like a discount Baruko.
Yeah, and this comment so far seems completely irrelevant because so far we have not seen her fight. And I will make this comment: if Ino does not fight more than Paruko did in the original, I will fight Bushiroad. It's like
and not just that, she said that out loud live.
This kind of reminds me of Noboru a bit, because Noboru started off without a buddy, but he was the second best in his class, and it definitely shows the resemblance here.
Yeah, and he's still second best to go.
That's no, he's actually
okay, third best.
That's true, but we don't know anymore because all these characters being in the same grade suddenly. All right, moving forward.
Oh yeah, I had enough of that.
This one, oh my god. I'm not going to criticize Shigeru, Maruto, or the little brother. I'm going to criticize Cross and Oligo, because they're the ones talking all the nonsense about Rata in this episode for no reason. It seems a bit contradicting, like the buddies are the ones saying, oh no, he's doing very well without a buddy, but the humans are like, yeah, he's good, he has the skills to be one of the best. But now it makes it seem like you need a buddy to be the best. You need one. I get the relationship between buddy and human is pretty strong, but
yes, Bushiroad touched upon a lot in the previous seasons, and I like the way they took a turn with this in this season. Like it emphasizes the need or the use of a buddy.
That's true, but I still think it isn't right how the two buddies are the one talking down to Ruta, while the two humans are the ones cheering him up. Because it's like, maybe the buddy should be like, yeah, he doesn't have a buddy, but I know someday he will have a good buddy to help him, just like I'm here to help you.
But I guess they didn't want to say what the audience and the viewers are saying all the time.
Yeah, but enough of that. These two just got me upset this episode. Moving.
And teary heartfelt scenes.
Oh god, I had to feel bad for him in this episode because once again, this episode and this matchup was a bit of a mistake. This plot line was already touched upon in episode 2, and we brought it back 4 episodes later. This just means that Bushiroad could bring this back later on. And the question at the third picture is probably going to be answered later on in the series. I don't want it to be like episode 10 and this question is magically answered.
Like all questions.
That's true, but this seems to be a pretty heartfelt question, knowing that he is also probably going to be the villain of the season. Anything to say?
I'm thinking, but I got nothing for now.
All right, let's just move on, I guess.
Last scene.
Yeah, so while I was looking through the Wikia yesterday, I found the picture on the far left, and I found it kind of interesting because it shows the 3 protagonists, and then the buddy on the right, the top left corner without a human. So far it's like, okay, we're touching upon these 3 major characters and Rata, so is this just more proof that he's probably gonna be the villain? Because of the second picture, like in the poster, everyone's suspecting he's the villain because he has his back turned while everyone's facing forward. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So what do you think of that?
Just trying to think about how in this poster you managed to figure that out. And
it seems interesting.
We haven't seen much subtlety from Bushiroad here.
That's true, because apparently in every poster there's always the villain, but we don't see the villain here. And I went back to look at the original Buddyfight poster, but I didn't see Kyoya there, so it's like, how?
Yeah, and you think it'll be that little gremlin with the blue hair and the eye patch.
That's true. So one last thing I want to touch upon, because we're running out of time here. The buddy apparently is an implication that in Buddyfight we're gonna have an extra deck. What do you think?
Oh boy, here we go again. We're gonna be going all Vanguard here with G-Zone.
Yeah.
Ex Machina.
But that's an interesting. Alright, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Brian, you want to say anything?
Yeah. First off, who is Light's mother?
We will find that out
That's
soon.